I feel like there's something missing. I need some water. It smells really good too. Can you smell that? Breathe in through your nose. Here, let me do this. Hey, Mom, come here. It looks like it's glowing. It's glowing? The lawn looks like it's glowing. Oh, that'll be pretty. Good job. It's good job. It looks wonderful. I just was getting Mom up to come see. Mom, come see. We'll get you to sit back down. She just bowed it. You take a big whiff of this. Want to see? Doesn't it look like it's glowing? Isn't it amazing here? Yeah. She's a good girl. She's got to learn boundaries. That's going to be a hard lesson for her to learn if she doesn't learn how to be afraid, like, be cautious of other dogs. She can't just be all trusted. You gonna sit back there? You want to sit back up here? Oh, Luna just typed your seat. Never mind. You want me to turn the fan farther from you? It's getting chilly. The sun's gonna go down. Is that better? Yeah, that's good. Oh, it smells so good, Ma. What did we do, Ma? What did we do? For life to get so good. I'm saying. Hi, Benny. Come on out. Marge gonna blabbermouth. Good boy, Benny. Good boy, Benny. Come on, be the blabberman, Benny. Let's go tell stories. Good boy, Benny. Go sit by Grandma Retta. Go on. Go see Grandma Retta. Go on. Come on. Let's get situated. Come on, Benny. Oh, Benny. He just took out the fan. So, limbo is off the bucket list for Benny. He did the limbo, Marge. Under the pole. Alright. Is that alright? Yeah. You're a good dog, Benny. He was snoozing so loud, so hard when I was taking a shower just now. Alright, you ready? Leaving stuff laying all over the place. I still need to drink water. Hi, Nathan. Okay, I'm getting closer. It was a good day, so I got good stories. I got so many good stories in one day. You know, it makes the days that are difficult easier to bear sometimes. Yesterday was kind of rough. And I've been up since 2:30 this morning. Then I had a headache. That wax stuff, butter is what I call it. That I put in that vape pen gives me a headache. Makes you dehydrated more too. Like the higher potency of cannabis. It's starting to get warmer. We're at 7,000 feet. It's very important to stay hydrated. Especially when I eat my cookies. I was going to give some to the old man that goes next door, but he left. So, it's just going to get bright. The light's going to get real funky here for the next few minutes. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Oh, I just busted through my... These are... I wonder if they get reviews. I'm going to go in and find... This is the second one this did this too. They're just... God. They just don't build stuff to last. Stuff just dissolves. It's rubber. It just has its shelf life and then it just falls apart. It's done. It was cool for about what? 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years. Anyway, did I say my thing? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today was a real good day. I was just hanging out on Facebook. I found some very funny pages found me, cause artificial AI, the algorithms are all changing. So stuff that is like more in line with your personality is gonna find you. I always think that that's how it is anyway, just because I believe in divinity. So divinity just removes the even need for an algorithm. Plus, people give programmers way too much credit, man. So, anyway, I'm the one that picks out the flaws and what's wrong with all the programs. So, but I found a couple of freaking places, like these spiritual memes places, and I was just laughing so hard I was busting up. It felt so good to laugh. Because I get up, what happens is I have my plants under light. And I'm not a night owl anymore. Or I'm in a phase where I'm like, dude, 9 o'clock, I'm cool with going to bed. 9:30, I'm winding down. I'm looking for a bedtime story, something to listen to on the tubes that I could fall asleep to. And then I wake up because the lights on the plants wake me up. And then I get up and I turn them off. So today I bought a timer. I went to Ace Hardware. I gave the chick at Ace a couple cookies last time I was in there a few days ago. And when I went in today, I was like, did you get a chance to try them? She was like, oh, yeah. She's like, oh, I slept like a baby. I said, that's why I proceeded to tell her. I said, people don't even rest. Like, their bodies were computers, were systems, God, it's such a brilliant ecosystem, and people just fuck it up by putting so much shit in it, right? And so, the beat is freaking messing with my mind. So, I don't know. I just love, I was talking about food and the importance of not, purifying it. And we heal ourselves and generate ourselves. That's why sleep is so important. So I don't need to be up late. I'm good 9:30, 10 o'clock, stuff like that. But I get up early. Well, I was talking about the plants and how I went in and got the timer, and she said that's where I was. As she had a good night's sleep, I said, it makes me feel so good to give people a good night's sleep, because it's important, because if you get a good night's sleep and you go out and meet the bullshit in the world, you can handle it with more of a level head than you can, not have let your body and spirit rejuvenate through the process of what it's made to do. People disrupt the process all the time by personal choices. I've done it for years. I just have seen the consequences year after year after year. So I've moved away from those things that I like doing. Yeah, it's fun. It's gonna kill me one day. So just don't do it. Anyway, so I woke up and I saw this article. This food cart I've been wanting to see. Well, there's this restaurant next to this grocery store that I've been wanting to check out called Alley's. And I was like, okay, today's the day, because today's gonna be a good day anyway, because I was so excited. I found a place I'm gonna do a talk about her probably. I call it, instead of fast food, it's slow food. I love it. It's so cool. This woman lives in this complex where they have apartments and they also have businesses. Like I found a place where they have a barber, you know, back off in the beat, so I could maybe have them do my, I don't know, I'm getting pretty good at doing it myself. Save me $30. But anyway, I came across them, and they're the one, and they weren't much help. But anyway, and the guy and the lady even said that they know her. You know. Anyway, so you call on Monday or you text her. I met her today. The sweetest woman, man, little Indian lady, so sweet, named Millie, tiny but only small in stature. And so she's like, okay, she's giving me the rundown. And I'm like, okay, but I got questions too, and I'm really excited. So, because what happened is like last weekend, somebody made a post about Indian food. I live in Taos, man. I live in the fucking 90s. I'm not even joking. This place is so primitive. People come here from other places to see how we live. It's people's zoo. We're one of them places. And the way we do it is weird. But we'll talk about that later. So Millie, she's like, I see on Facebook that somebody posted that there hadn't been an Indian food restaurant since 1997. I was like, fucking shit, man. That's a lot of people. Oh, it's so sad. And then I was like, yeah, it makes me sad there is none, is a comment that I posted. And some lady, I will have to message her later, said, if you like Indian food, I notice how she's responding to people. Message me, right? That was like a night like Saturday or Sunday night, right? And then so Monday morning, I wake up to an IM from the woman telling me about her mom that says, here's her phone number, put your order in on Monday or by Wednesday, and if something comes up and you make your order on Monday and something comes up you can't get it, you have to cancel on Wednesday. You're gonna have to pay for it anyway. It's $25 a person. It's 2 Tupperware things, and you got to bring the Tupperware back. He said back when I said back at the same time. That was a significant synchronicity. And I went and picked it. I was like, she said, if there's anything that you want me to do different, anything that you change, I look at her, I said, you're the chef. I said, you're chef. You cook the food. I said, nobody should tell you what to do different with what you do. I would never tell you to do anything different with what you present to me. And she was just like, oh, you see me, you know. And I was like, yeah. And she gave me a big old hug. I gave her a big old hug. I swooped her up, and she's like, oh. And so I was like, man, I might do this every week until she leaves, because she'll be here, and in 2 months she's going to Germany to meet her grandkids in Germany. I was like, well, that's, God, world's could be an entirely different place in that time, and I don't know. That's, you know what? Because I don't know anybody that would be traveling. I met 2 women today from a different country. It was a trip. And then the astrology reading from Lady to Covenant her talked about it. Anyway, so that was this afternoon. But because I messaged this morning about 9, I said, when can I come get my food? You know, when's a good time? She said, your pickup time is at 3:30. I was like, damn, we're going to be having that for supper. What am I going to do for lunch? I'm hungry, you know, because my stomach is ready for this. And so I decided to stop in at Allie's, because I've been meaning to do that. And I saw this morning about how she bought a second location. I call it Arroyo Succo. It's Secco, but it's Succo. I will never forgive him for freaking this coffee joint in a trailer back in the freaking scamdemic, all that nonsense. They wanted to make me wear don't approach our unless you have a mask on, and I was like, fuck you, I'm out of here, you know. And this is gonna end one day, and I'll still not give you my money just because you made people do stupid shit. Because you freaking are a fearful person, and you a control freak. Because you can't control your emotions, so you gotta regulate that. I gotta wear others. Do I look unhealthy? Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. You're the one that's got sickly problems, not me. Too many chilies. So, anyway, she just paid off this food cart yesterday out in Succo, and some fucking assholes came through, busted out the windows, just broke shit. Just we're all drunk or high or stupid or vengeful spite. Who even knows, dude? That cart employed 3 people, so that's 3 people that like it's down. No, they can't work. They gotta fix it. So I put a post on, and she put a post on there. She's like, well, you know, you just can't, you know. And I said something to the effect of, I said, well, word is, people in Taos take care of people that take care of people. And so I think you're going to be all right. And so when I went in today, I went through the drive-thru. I didn't have any of my business cards. I don't know what happened to them. I should probably order more of those. And I think they're in the Suburban, and I was in the minivan. And it gets better gas mileage, but anyways, and I was like in and back and forth today. So plus it feels like driving like a spaceship time, and it's Gemini season. And so when I walked in today, and she was like she greeted me, she was right there. Allie was the owner, and we had a nice or at the drive-thru. I said I saw your post. I said, I'm here to offer my services. I said, there's lots of stuff I can do as long as I can do them in blocks of 3 hours or less, you know. I mean, I could do it longer at night. I could do stuff at night after Mom goes to bed. Just she don't get up in the night. She, you know, and I could, yeah, so I could go like work on it. Anyway, I said, so I could, you know, if you want, I'd be glad to help you set up security cameras or do whatever, you know, whatever you need. And I will teach you. I'm not just going to do this shit for you. I will teach you how to do this. So you can either maintain it or, you know, help, you know, but you will have the knowledge. Because I'm not just going to do things for people. I'm here to give them the knowledge that it's taken me my whole life to gather. And so I was thinking security cameras. So I wrote down my number for her. And I was in a chatty mood, so I decided that I was just going to park and go around inside and order. Because I wasn't focusing. I was overstimulated. So I could ground more, go inside. Be more grounded. And then so I got Mama Greek salad. She ate the whole thing. It was good. It was a good Greek salad too. And I've been to the island of Crete. So Allie's from Australia. Anyway, so I'm leaving to go in to get supper tonight, and I get a text message, and she was like, "Is this Marge?" I was like, she's like, "This is Allie." And she goes, "I was wondering." That's funny. She wants me to look at an ice machine for her. It's not installed. It's something that she could do if she could just sit down and look at the manual. See, that's the thing. I don't need manuals. Everything is a puzzle to me. Even how to freaking relate to people. Because people look at me, it's weird. They've looked at me and they don't want to know me. People, the way they respond to me, it is such a trip. But today, it was an entirely different experience. The way how people have responded to me, like those ladies and stuff, and they're classy chicks, you know. And so, and she asked if I could look at it. It just needs a hose to a water supply. Yeah, it sounds like it's real easy. She's like, is this something that would be handy enough for you to be handy to do? It's just funny. She's like, voice text does not understand my accent because she's from Australia. And I said, I was flight line support in the Air Force. There isn't much I can't do. And she was like, isn't that a wonderful feeling to know that you're capable to do so much? And I'm just like, you know what? It really is. Because, see, that's why people are so freaked out about money, is they got to have money because they don't know how to do things. And I always wanted to set myself up in life because I hated money. I hate what it does to people. It changes people. It makes people act weird. It makes them selfish. It makes them stingy. After people die, people fight about it and they forget they care about the people they're fighting with about money. It's just an endless pit of fucking just horseshit. Plus, I don't got Earth in my chart. So it ain't never been my thing. It's just a means to an end. You know, it's something I need to give to other people so I can just live my fucking life, you know? So I have set myself up in a way that I can live in a manner that I can exchange, you know, services and goods for some food, you know? And then I'd say, hey, out there in the tiny tubes, check out Taos. If there's gonna be fucking tourists, it's Memorial Weekend. Oh my god, there's bikers everywhere. My sister was just freaking killed in September last year on the 23rd. Their freaking brains splattered all over the road in fucking Phoenix. And now it's everywhere about people just being dumb with no helmets and drinking and I'm just like, I'm so grateful that the neighbor is mowing the lawn. I was getting frustrated because it's getting long, and I like to keep things nice and trim and orderly and keep up. It keeps the bugs down, you know. It's just good and all for all. Everybody's happy. So, I like leaving some weeds and stuff like that and overgrown stuff. So it's a balance of both. But I think there's more benefits to having a mowed lawn than having an unmowed lawn. It's good for the psyche too. So she's out there mowing it, and I was just like, I was in the shower. I heard it start. I thought her helicopter was going over or something, and I was like, oh shit. Because I asked yesterday the neighbor if she could leave out the lawnmower, and she didn't leave it out. And so I was like, what the fuck, dude? I said I don't have... I mean, who, you know, like, because, I mean, now she works at a fancy restaurant on the other side of the hill that I'll try one day, Brian's Bistro, or Brett's Bistro or something like that. So she's going to be gone all the time. I don't see her very often. So, I mean, I'm happy to mow the lawn. I find it very therapeutic. It's meditative for me. They do, too. I also told her I'm not trying to step on any feet, you know, anybody's toes. I don't want to take nothing away from somebody they enjoy doing, and clearly she enjoys doing it. So, I'm glad I told her that it looked good. So, yeah, that was... And God, man, that food. I was telling the woman... I can't remember her name. Millie. I was telling Millie, I said, I said, it's so nice to find good food. And she buys all of her food at the co-op. It's all like locally or sourced, and it's just, oh my God. I said, when you find people that cook like that, and then you eat the food, your body responds, like your cells open up. And like when mom, like people with head injuries and stuff like that, cognitive things like that, it, how, like she gets more chatty, it's all about feeding your body, feeding your spirit, feeding, and it's just so, it's so good, it's so enriching. And it's not, I mean, 25 bucks, and it's plenty of food for both me and Mom just has a couple. I was grubbing. It even has those little, I don't know the names of this stuff. I've been eating Indian food for years, though. I love it. I like, my favorite is, I do know the name of it, Korma Navrataron. It's 9 vegetables. And they put some people put nuts in it, but I don't think any of the places I ever went to did that. That's like the long version, extended version. God, people drive too fast, man. I'm gonna go talk to the city and see if we could have a speed bump put in right here. Yeah. Cause I just, yeah, it's right there. Cause there should be. Cause that's what they're for, to keep people from, and people drive like assholes. So they can't police themselves. What we're gonna see, man, we're in Gemini season. I walk in, that's one of the first thing I see. I said to her, I said, well, that was a weird thing to wake up to this morning. What happened to your food cart? She was like, yeah, and I just paid it off yesterday, too. I said, karma's a real thing, and those people, whoever did that, it's really going to come back to them, and it's really going to, they're going to wish they hadn't. And I said, in the community, I said, they're going to come here. They're going to come help you. People are going to show up for you. You do right by people, people are going to do right by you. And so I took my order, and it was starting to get busy, and it's a real popular place, man. It's the food is really good. I had the Reuben, the special, but I said I will be back because there's so much on this menu that I want to try. They had a piece of chocolate ganache. I was like, man, maybe next time I could just freaking face that with a guzzle freaking big old thing of milk. Oh, and then come home and do a bunch of sets. But I don't think I'm going to go out much this weekend. I'm going to stay close to home. I don't have any reason to go out. I buy into any of the bullshit that anybody else buys. I'm sorry that you guys fell for the people that passed, the memorial. That's what my memorialization is like. I'm sorry you poor saps fell for the same shit I did. And that's why I will continue to speak out and encourage people not to let your loved ones enlist in the military. Do not let them join those. It's not the same. It's bullshit. Don't let them play those reindeer games. If you love them, tell them to learn a trade. Don't even bother with college. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, moving on. Are you chilly, Ma? You need a blanket? Did I open the window? I open. Oh, I have this on. I have just turned on the vent on the swamp cooler, and it's so rad. Okay. So, I was in the plant room this afternoon, hanging out with the plants and Stan Lee. We like looking at them, talking to them. Sometimes I'll play music, whatnot. And I look down, and there's a piece of paper. Mom's always been a really good writer. Huh, Ma? You always like writing. And then, when her memories shifted and changed, she stopped writing, but she was freaking writing feverishly and for the last part in what year is that? It was probably 2013, 14. It's when things really started shifting with her memory, and so she was writing stuff everywhere. So, but I managed to hang on to some of this stuff, and as I'm supposed to find it, God reveals this stuff to me. And I found this letter today that I want to read. And it's dated June 13th, 1982. So 1982, I was 8 years old. I was an 8-year-old little girl. I'm looking for a light. Here, I'll use this guy. My bug light. Boop. It's gonna look ooga booga. Anyway, okay. Hi, Stanley. Cutest gonna be Stanley, the best cat in the world. Mama. It smells fishy in here. Because in the beginning part, it's the part of the nutrients I use has like ground oyster shell. So it smells like oceany, like fishy. But it's just this first part, but it's still... I'm so sensitive. My sniffer is so sensitive. So it says, here we go. Ma, I'm going to read this letter you wrote when I was 8 years old. You were 32. Okay? Jerry was 9. No. 72. Yeah, I was 8. And Jerry was 11. Okay. I am writing to tell you that I love you and I will miss you, but I want you to have a great time. Please remember your responsibilities, though. We live in a different time now than what Mom was all about. Please remember your responsibilities, though. Make your bed. Shock. Oh, it just light. I said shock and the light goes out. We got more. Alright, it says, make your bed. Shock. Yes, I said make your bed. 2, keep your clothes hung or folded off the floor. 3, take your dishes to the sink. 4, watch your self-discipline regarding not only your sweet intake, but all of your food intake. You weigh 102 pounds. I really don't want you weighing 122 pounds when you get home. 5, help around the house, clean bathrooms, vacuum, sweep. Yes. Are you ready for this? Even dishes. The silverware too. Please be a little more extra understanding with Margie. If she starts hitting or kicking or teasing, please try to get her to tell you what she's really hurt or upset about. If by any slight chance it's you teasing, knock it off. Then hug her and let her know you love her. Please give her a kiss every night for me too. He never did that. He was really fucking mean to me. He was a dick. And see, that's how I know those covert assholes, because they're the ones that everyone thinks is a really swell guy. See, people that are really wonderful all the time, everybody has a shadow and that comes out. So a lot of people, they take their shit out on me. It's stupid. It's just how it is. It's been like that my whole life. I got the freaking thousands of stories to prove it. It says, remember you're a kid. So just be a kid and don't allow yourself to get mixed up with the adult questions and problems. I will call every Wednesday at 7:30. When you write me on Saturdays, let me know where you will be at Greg's or Grandpa's, so I know where to call you. I'll be fine, and I'll take good care of little Leo and Tigger too. The cats. You don't have to go to church Sundays. Please remember God. Take a moment to tell him thanks for all he's done for us and that you appreciate him in our lives. If you're mad or unhappy, talk to God and yourself. Figure out what is really upsetting you instead of hitting, kicking, or teasing Margie. Then draw a picture, write a letter, take a walk, go swimming. Love always, Mom. This is P.S. Just think when you get home, we may see eye to eye. So at 12, 11, he and mom were the same height because mom was only 5 foot. Please take care of your feet and don't go barefooted any more than you have to. Because they said he was flat feet, so they babied him and all this stuff. And I'm the one that has bad feet. Stupid. Anyway, so that's my pre-childhood programming. So, either we grow more to our spirit of the positive influence that we've been given, or we freaking succumb to the ego and just go around going, no, I don't want to do that. It's fucking hard. I don't want to do that shit. No, people don't want to do the right thing all the time, man. It's not any fucking fun. The rewards, spiritually, though, are so much better. They're so much better. So, anyway, I think I'm done talking about how I feel about things. I'm just going to stay home. And there's so many cops. There's only 7,000 people in this town. I don't know why they have so many freaking cops. There's just so many police all over the place. Oh my God. Between all the freaking... And that's another thing. The 2023 biker is so much different than the freaking bikers that I freaking grew up around, like fucking Hell's Angels and shit in California. And I look at these... It's just like, man, people definitely have rewarded themselves way too much without doing the work. The shift has got to come back around. So, anyway, I feel like it. I feel like it is. I feel like what I wanted to do a few years ago, like when I saw the vision of the future, is like I want to live in a nice, quaint, small community where I can contribute with all the things that I know. Meet some nice people. Take some pictures, have some laughs, have some good times. They can tell me about what it's like, where they're from. It's like it's happening. I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. And maybe I'll do videos less. And I encourage people I would love it if people would come to Taos and that watch my videos and go to these places that I talk about and eat at the food that I tell people about. You decide for yourself if I know what I'm talking about or not, and then tell your friends. And then I want to have all these places that do have like discounts. Tell them Not So Large Marge sent ya. And then I'll go, and then they'll tell me what they the things as business owner that they would like to, the changes they would like to see in the community. What would make them feel better about living here and conducting their business. Because, it sucks to freaking just have somebody break your shit just because no good reason. Anyway. So, things are looking up. It still stressed me out. So I'm in the solution as far as Artie's concerned. I'm in the solution. And whatever outcome of what his blood work is in a month, he's just we're gonna have a real good time this month. And he's gonna eat blueberries and he's gonna get tuna. I'm gonna give him tuna. He'll just get to eat tuna and just love him while you got him. That's all we can do. I just think about how cool the world could be, which is just help people be more comfortable, right? You have all these governments run by these people that are just, they have all these inferior complexes, so they go around just with these really bizarre ideas of how things should be. Just like the design of infrastructure and like whose big idea, to put these big glass buildings in earthquake zones is fucking retarded. To put them anywhere, it's just somebody's pipe dream. So let's do it like this. And who has the money wins and can do whatever they want. And it's not practical. And the shift is coming, man. We're into the hot months. I have a feeling when I go out this summer, I'll be like out and back by 9 o'clock. I'll go out, do my chores, do my running around. But that's the part is, because I don't even like going out on weekends, man. There's people everywhere. I just live in such a pretty place. I'm blessed that I don't have to. So, anyway, that's about I got